Hi friends, welcome to another video. My name is Liz, aka Knife Girl. If you're new here, welcome. If you have been here before, then welcome back. We're happy to have you. For today's video, I thought I would do something a little fun and silly, which is recently over the holiday season, I went back to my home in Missouri and I was looking for some old toys of mine for my little niece. She's gonna be 3 this year and she's got a lot of interests like Pokemon and stuff, so I was gonna look through some of my old toys, and that kind of brought a lot of nostalgia, like brought up a lot of memories. So I decided to take a lot of my toys home with me back to California, and I kind of just left them in a suitcase because we don't have a lot of space in my apartment. As you can see, it's kind of cluttered, so I was kind of waiting to find a place to put them or waiting for something to do with them. So they've kind of just been sitting in the suitcase for a couple months. So my idea was, I thought I would go through some of these old toys and just show them to you, and maybe you can follow me down memory lane or whatever. Maybe these are toys you had when you were a kid. If you're a millennial like me, I grew up in like the late 90s / early 2000s, so that's where a lot of these toys are from, right when like Pokemon was just taking off and a lot of other things. So I don't know, let's get into this video. Let's just look at some toys. So I think nowadays you would consider these to be vintage, possibly even retro, which I think is kind of funny. I know a lot of people my age, like millennials, are coming to grips with the fact that like trends from our era of fashion is coming back around. Like things we loved as a kid are becoming popular again, and but they're becoming popular as vintage. So these are all like real vintage, authentic from the early 2000s / late 90s. These are real toys that I had as a kid. So let's show them to you. I really don't have them organized in any way. They're literally just a pile in a suitcase. So I'm just gonna pull them out and show them to you. I don't know. This one This may bring back some nostalgia for some people. Full disclosure, this was a hand-me-down from my cousin, so she gave this to me and my sister when we were a little bit older, when she was kind of like a teenager and kind of, I guess, done with toys. So this wasn't really something that we like actively collected or sought out. She just gave it to us. But I still think it's cool. I like looking at all the little charms. I remember seeing videos or pictures of stuff like this, so maybe I think this might be slightly older millennials might have a bit more nostalgia for this. It's like these little plastic charms. I don't know if they had a specific name. Like I said, my cousin gave them to us, but I just thought they were cool. There's like all kinds of little shapes. There's a xylophone, a telephone, there's a bike and a tennis racket, a sailboat, hair dryer, table tennis, crackers, sure, a shovel, a heart, and what I'm guessing are either some chili peppers or red bananas. I don't know. A shoe, another tennis racket. I think there's like 3 tennis rackets on here. An abacus, sure. Baseball, sports things, a saxophone. Ooh, I used to play saxophone. A cute little notebook that says I love you. I don't know. I feel like kids used to collect these. I don't know. I think it's cool, but this was kind of not exactly my era, so it's still cool though. If you know what these are called, please let me know in the comments. I feel kind of dumb. I should have done some research on that, but my Lola Bunny. Okay, I loved this toy. I think I just got this at like a school fair. One of those, it was like a carnival prize kind of thing. But obviously it's Miss Lola Bunny herself from the classic movie Space Jam. I used to carry this around with me when I was a kid, like all the time. She was one of my favorites. I loved her cute little outfit. She's got all original Space Jam wardrobe here. She's beautiful. She's not bad. Like, she's a little dirty because I used to carry her around a lot, but she's pretty good. Miss Lola Bunny. Look at, she's even got a little scrunchie. Oh my gosh. She's got her cute little bangs. She's serving. If you know me, you may know that I really enjoy Tamagotchi. See my tattoo, which is of a Tamagotchi, and I love it. It's so amazing. These are little Tamagotchi plushes. Here's the little puppy, which I believe the puppy was like the second generation Tamagotchi. There's this little guy. And if you had like a Tamagotchi like this, which I actually still have one, but the battery is dead. These are like the adult Tamagotchis that they would grow into. Depending on how you take care of them is what kind of little critter they turn into. So there's this guy. I think this one's my favorite. There's this guy. If you can see, I think they all have names somewhere, but I don't have their names. And then there's this guy, which I think these two were like second generation Tamagotchi. Pretty sure these guys were like first generation Tamagotchi. Like if you had a first gen OG Tamagotchi, these are the little guys that it would turn into. But these are just cute little beanbag plushy Tamagotchi guys. Let's see what year they're from. 1997. Ooh, let's look at this second gen guy. Oh, 1997. Okay, take that back. 1997. And then what about you? 1997. Oh, okay. Well, I guess Tamagotchis were really popular in 1997. And I loved them, obviously. I still do. I really need to, like, change the battery on my little guy, but I just... As with all Tamagotchi parents, you get a little overwhelmed. So you kind of, like, let them fall to the wayside. And while we're looking at Tamagotchi stuff, I have a lot of Tamagotchis. I have a lot of these little keychains, which they're all different. So let me find them. Okay, speaking of Tamagotchis, I have a lot of these little Tamagotchi keychain guys, which these are not real Tamagotchis, but they look like the Tamagotchis. I think some of them, I don't remember if they were McDonald's toys or just like toys you'd buy at the store, but they're like little keychains, but then you open them and there's like a little guy inside. Actually, I think there's also the exact same little guy. Yep, there's the same little guy. And then this one, it's like the little bits change. Let's see if we can line them up. There we go. So you can change the little, change the little guy. Let's make him a baby. There, he's a baby. So I have a few more of these, but they're pretty cool. Let's see what year these are from. 1997. So that 1997 must have been the year of the Tamagotchi. I also have, I don't think this works. I've been meaning to try and find a battery, but this was, I don't know if anyone remembers this.
That's cool. Let's do it again.
YakBack SFX. Say it, play it, warp it, and now sound effects.
It was a YakBack. It was like one of those, if you remember from Home Alone, they had like the talk boy and then they had the talk girl. This is kind of like a mini version of that, where basically you could like talk into it and it would record your voice and then you could play it back. And then it had all these little like sound effects. So one of these days I need to put the battery back in this because it, you know, obviously the battery died. It's like 30 years old at this point. That's pretty cool. It's like the cool millennial clear plastic Nickelodeon orange type of thing. 1995. That's pretty rad. So here I have a baggie. I'm gonna at least try to put one together. So this is Betty Spaghetty. This is Betty Spaghetty's friend whose name I don't remember.
You heard about Betty? Betty Spaghetty. She got real cool clothes. Lots of clothes. She got real cool hair. I love her hair. I've seen her style. Have you met her friend? You heard about Betty? Betty Spaghetty.
Meet Betty Spaghetty. She's a one-of-a-kind mix and match, never the same, look twice fashion doll that has everybody talking.
Okay, I've got multiple heads. Okay, we've got cute little party hair and we've got her cool little everyday hair, which I still have a braid in it, which I must have braided when I was a child. Okay, so she's missing an arm. She's missing both her legs. Little roller blade. Let's see. She's got other multiple outfits, which this is freaking adorable. Here's looks like a cute little party summertime outfit, but I'm gonna put, I think this was like her regular outfit, so I'm gonna put that on her. Here we've got another arm, which these arms don't look like they match, but it's whatever. We're just gonna give her all her parts. We've got one more leg. We're missing a foot for sure. There we are. Okay, is it a cohesive outfit? No, because she's got one rollerblade and one shoe. But this is Betty Spaghetti's friend. Betty Spaghetti was blonde, and then she also had another redheaded friend. And I know the hold that Betty Spaghetti had on me was real. I had this one, I had the blonde regular Betty Spaghetti girl, and I had the redheaded pink-haired one, and I played with them so much as a kid. So I may have the rest of the bits somewhere in this bag. I don't know. This might be all that I have left, but it looks like there's some more shoes, some more body parts. Got a lot of outfits for her. Lil sis, I don't know, that was somebody. A glow-in-the-dark friendship bracelet that I probably made when I was a kid. That's cool. And some erasers. There's another shoe. How stylish and cute. I've got a toothbrush eraser, possibly from a visit to the dentist. Who knows? Yeah, there's Betty Spaghetti, man. This was one of the coolest toys. I really do hope that I have my other people, because I remember loving Betty Spaghetti so much. I think it was just so cool because you could like change their outfit, you could change their hair, you could like play with their hair, you could like you can pose them and stand them up and just do all kinds of things. And I love Betty Spaghetti. If you look back at like the late 90s, mostly the late 90s, I think when you got to like the 2000s, this had kind of fallen off. But if there's one thing that you think of the late 90s, it's probably Beanie Babies. So what I have is a bunch of the McDonald's Beanie Babies. Let's see, we have the Flamingo, don't know his name. We have the little husky, Nook, the husky. And you always had to keep the tags on. We have a little tie-dye dinosaur. What's your name? Steg the Stegosaurus. How clever. I've got the little tie-dye Brontosaurus. What's your name, bro? Bronte, the Brontosaurus. How clever. I've got the giraffe, Twigs. This was, 1993. Twigs the giraffe. 1993 from McDonald's. Pretty cool. I have Patty the platypus. I'm pretty sure that was her name. She was like one of the iconic ones. Freckles the leopard from 1993. Freckles the leopard. See, 1993, I was still a toddler, so I would have been, these must have been older or something, I don't know. Or maybe they just re-released them later or something, I don't know. Slither the snake. That's cool. And then, I guess my pièce de résistance, I actually have a real full-size Beanie Baby. I have the dragon, and I have the tag protector, because you know you have to put the tag protectors on. I think the dragon's name was Mystic. I don't know, I kind of don't want to open this up because I kind of want to leave it as it is. Let's see. Magic was the dragon's name from 1995. And I remember this one being like pretty sought after because it had like the holographic wings and everything. It's not really showing up so good because it's white. But somewhere I think I still have a big bin of Beanie Babies, but I don't know where it is. Because yeah, me and my sister were really big into collecting these. I know where her collection is. I just don't know where my collection is. It's somewhere buried in our parents' house, or maybe it got given away. I don't know. I kind of hope not, because I really wanted to just like look through them. And there was one that I remember being my favorite. It was an orangutan. And I forget what his name was, but he was so cute. His little eyes were so cute. But yeah, Beanie Babies, baby. Beanie Babies were a big deal. Like, depending on how big you were into them. I remember we actually went to like little Beanie Baby shows and we would like buy them. I remembered when I was a kid. I don't remember how old I was, but I really wanted the white cat. Flip, maybe was his name. It was the white cat one. And I saved up like my allowance for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And I saved up $40 and I bought it. And it wasn't even in like really good condition because it was kind of like clearly very dirty. But it was also like a rare one. So I just remember that being a significant moment in my life, saving up $40 to buy the white cat Beanie Baby. And to me, $40 as a kid was like a huge amount of money. It was like the most money I'd ever like saved up. So I've got also a couple Tweety birds here. I found this Tweety bird in my Betty Spaghetti. I don't remember what this is from. 1994. It's just like a little action figure, little figure toy. And then I've got this little Beanie Baby-ish type, Beanie Baby-esque type Tweety bird. And then I had this little guy, which I'm pretty sure this was something that you're just supposed to like hang in your car. Like it had one of those little suction cups that you can hang in your window. But I just carried this one around with me all the time too. This is one of my favorites I remember as a kid. It's pretty dirty. I don't know if you can see. It's got some schmutz. The tag has been cut off, probably because I didn't want to bother with the tag when I was a kid. Looks like it's got a little bit missing, but a little schmutz right there. But she's not bad. Like Tweety was one of my favorites, and I still do love Tweety. I couldn't tell you how old this was, but I remember playing with this particular toy a lot as a kid, and I still love you. I found another Tamagotchi. This was 97. I feel like this was a Gen 2 Tamagotchi as well. I don't remember seeing this guy in the main first gen Tamagotchi. Here's another guy. I like this one. I remember I like this one a lot. What I have next is just kind of like a little random assortment of little plushes that I had as a kid. This guy's just a little turtle. He's kind of a lot dirtier than I remember. This seems like it might be recent. I don't know. I don't ever remember him being this dirty, but he's just a little turtle. I feel like I remember taking this little turtle around with me a lot. I kind of remember maybe taking him to Florida when we went, like, back in the late 90s. I don't know. He's cute. He's not like anything. He's just a little turtle. Okay, so I have these little things. I want to say they're called Squishies, possibly. I remember it's something like Squishies or some kind of little name, but I have a dog and I have a bat, and I remember I had other little critters, but these are the only two I can find right now. But the hold that these little things had on me, this little dog in particular, like this was, it still is one of my most favorite, like most cherished possessions. It's just these cute little tiny little squishy plushies. I think they're meant to be like, you can like fold them, and they came in like a little ball or egg or something like that. I think this guy was a Halloween guy, obviously. I want to say they were called Squishies, but the tag is too worn because I loved these guys so much. Like this dog in particular I would take with me everywhere. Never gave her a name, but she's just so cute. She's got her little face and her little bow, and she's got little purple ears and her little tiny legs. Look at her. She's a little cute. She's got a little heart collar, and she's pretty dirty, as you can see. I took her everywhere. Look at her little toesies. My little bat. I want to say these were called Squishies. Now I'm going to probably try to do some research, but yeah, I think they were just like, they came in like a little container thing, and then you open them and it was like a surprise, maybe? I don't know. But I love this little dog. Look at her little triangle head. So cute. Oh yeah, there were pound puppies, and then the kitties were pound purries. I had a lot of these. Like little things. When I was a kid, I loved little tiny toys that I could just take with me everywhere. So yeah, I remember having some dogs and mostly some cats because I'm a cat person, obviously. So here's a little pound purry. I want to say this is a McDonald's toy or a Burger King toy, but it's the Lion King. It's the Lion King 2. Simba's Pride. It's a little Zazu guy. Yeah, this is definitely like a little fast food Happy Meal plush type of deal. It's little Zazu. I have this little turtle who is from the National Wildlife Federation. McDonald's. This is definitely a little McDonald's toy. So he's cute. He's just a little turtle. Just a little plushy turtle. And then I have this, which is also a McDonald's toy from the movie Babe. It's a little sheep. I think I also had like the dog from Babe, the McDonald's toy. But there was like, you know, as with all McDonald's toys, there's ones you collect. Here's a little sheep from the movie Babe, 1995 it says.
Yeah, well, I'm the doodle bear. I come with pens for writing on. Notes and names and games, friends share and pass me on. And when they ask me which tattoo I love the best, I throw over my arms. It's rosy on my chest, cause I'm the doodle bear, the original doodle bear. I love to doodle and doodle and doodle. When there's no room for something new, I hop in that washing machine and come out nice and clean, cause I'm the doodle bear. Doodle bear comes in one of 4 different colors with washable doodle pens and tattoos, each bear sold separately.
And then I have a mini Doodle Bear. Now, Doodle Bears also had a pretty strong grip on my life. I actually have 2 full-size Doodle Bears at home still. I didn't want to bring them because they're a little big, and I kind of wanted to save them for my niece and nephew in case they want them when they come, like, visit my parents. So I left those there, but I brought my little mini Doodle Bear. And the whole thing with the Doodle Bear was like it came with markers and you could like draw on them and like, you know, draw clothes or designs or whatever and then put them in the washer and then it would wash away. And I definitely drew on mine. But as I said, I love little tiny toys. So obviously I think the big Doodle Bear came with a little Doodle Bear. So this is the little Doodle Bear that came with the big one. And the big ones, you can like unbutton their pants and see their little design on their underpants, which was really cute. They're made to look like denim or whatever, and they had a little pocket in the back. Look at his little eyebrows. He's so cute. Doodle Bear. And then I have 2 Woodies. Part of me kind of wonders if these might be worth any money. This one's a puppet. So this Woody, you put your fingers down his little leg holes, and he's a puppet. Reach for the sky. Obviously, this is when Toy Story probably just came out. Let's see. Do you have a tag or did I tear your tag off? I had a habit of tearing the tags off because I was like, I'm going to play with it. I don't want to... The tag ruins the illusion. Oh, I must have taken his tag off. He's got hollow feet. It doesn't say Andy. I want to say this was... No, this looks too big to be a McDonald's toy. I don't know. Might have just been a toy. Whatever, he's cool. He's a little puppet. And then I think this one actually was a McDonald's toy. Oh, Burger King. Burger King toy. He's just a little plush. Man, toys back in the day were rad, dude. For like a Burger King toy, this is pretty sick. Like, this is pretty substantial little toy there. Yeah, there's Woody. He's just a little plush. He's not like a puppet like this guy is a little puppet. I remember taking this guy. I remember taking him around with me a lot too. I remember carrying him around a lot because he's kind of like perfect little portable size. This guy I probably played with a little bit, but I remember playing with this guy a lot more. I wonder if these are worth money because Pixar's still pretty big. Toy Story's still pretty big. Oh, he's got schmutz on his face. That probably doesn't help. Here's another Beanie Baby. Peanut, the royal blue elephant. Okay, so I have a number of Hello Kitty toys, and clearly I was trying to keep these organized because I have them clipped to a headband. But here's a little, is his name Choco Cat? I don't know. And then a little Hello Kitty. These were all, I think, McDonald's toys. Let's see. Oh, yeah, for McDonald's. So I think these were also McDonald's toys. Except for the pen. The pen I specifically remember picking up from the Sanrio store in Epcot in 1999 when we went there on a family trip. And it was a prized possession, and I literally wore it around my neck all the time. But here, I think these little guys are just McDonald's toys. So there's a tennis, the year 2000. Copyright 1976, but made in the year 2000. Pretty sure these were McDonald's toys. So there's a little tennis girl, cute little Oh yeah, she's got a McDonald's French fry. So this is absolutely a McDonald's toy. She's got a cute little, what is this, like a school outfit or just like a little adventure outfit? But she's got like real clothes, man. And then here's like a little beach Hello Kitty. That's cute. But yeah, man, they don't make toys like this anymore. They've got like full accessories and like full cloth outfits and everything. I think my mom was also collecting Hello Kitties at the time, so these may have been hers or they may be mine. I don't know. But they're mine now. I have them. The last category, shall we say, of toys that I have is something that had a huge hold on me as a kid, and that is Pokemon. There we go. So I'm pretty sure all the rest of my toys are Pokemon. So Mew was my favorite. So I have a lot of Mew. I remember we played the game on Game Boy. I still have my Game Boy actually, but we played the games on Game Boy, and for maybe it was for the release of like the movie, but there was like a special event where you could go to the mall and bring your Game Boy and your game, and they would give you a Mew, like they would trade you a Mew. So I still have on my Pokemon Blue, I still have a Mew, and it's like special and rare and stuff. So I have this little guy. I don't know, Mew used to like light up or something. I think its eyes lit up. I think it made noise, but obviously it's 20-30 years old, so it doesn't do that anymore. Let's see, 1998. I've just got a bunch of plushies. I got a little Snorlax, which actually I think this one was kind of a more recent gift. So, oh yeah, this is 2010, so this doesn't count, but he's still cute. I have a little Clefairy on a lanyard. What year are you from, sir? Oh, it doesn't say. I don't know. It's just, I don't know why. It's like a little keychain lanyard. Little Clefairy. That's cute. Charmander with a little, he's got a little cute little holographic tummy and a little holographic fire. What year are you from? 1998? That's cool. I don't remember if this was like a McDonald's or a Burger King toy, or I think this was just a regular toy. I have a little Eevee, which this guy doesn't really have a tag, and I have a little, this is another little window thing. It's still got the oh, it says Bath Buddy. Okay, it's a Bath Buddy. It's a little Clefairy and a little Eevee. I don't remember if this is a Burger King one or not. I don't think this was. Because Burger King was kind of like the place to be when Pokemon was going down. They had a lot of like collectible toys. At Burger King, they had like these, which were they came in Pokeballs. This is actually like this is like a rare one. It was very hard to find, and I died the day that I got this. But they came in like little like red and white Pokeball keychain things like this, and inside were little toys, and I have a ton of these. So I have a little Clefairy who's like a little top. They had little plushies. They had little spinny guys. This might be one, a little Pikachu. They had little keychain guys. This might have been one. It's like a little Mewtwo squeezy guy. I don't know. But just inside these little things, they had like various Pokemon. I know I had like a little Oddish toy and like a little Poliwhirl toy, which I guess I didn't bring home with me. But they were like two ultra rare ones. There was like the Mew and the Mewtwo, and obviously Mew was my favorite. And then so we would go there and eat our little kids meals and open our Pokemon toys, and the day that I got the Mew, I was so excited. And this one also lit up. I think his eyes like would light up, but he's got little articulating feet and this little stand, and he came in this little ball, which is kind of like his power force field ball, which was different than the red and white ones. This was one of my prized possessions, and I will always cherish this. But also at Burger King, you could also, oh no, these are the KFC ones. I remember. I thought it was Burger King, but it's KFC. They had these little plushes that you could just like buy at the counter. So I have a Dratini and a Vulpix. I feel like I had more of these because obviously we were smack dab in the madness. We were like hardcore collecting Pokemon, me and my sister. So I have these two, and then these were definitely Burger King, and this was right when the movie was coming out. Hold on, I gotta assemble it. So the plushies were KFC, but Burger King also had these, which were like the ultra collectible gold Pokemon cards. And I think it was like a blind box kind of thing. Like you don't pick which one you get, you just buy them and you see which one you get. So I had two. I have the Togepi, and these are supposed to be like solid gold, 24 karat gold, 1999 Nintendo. I don't know how much these are worth. I think I looked it up on eBay and they're not worth a ton, but I wouldn't sell it anyway. But I have Togepi and its little ball stand. And then I have Mewtwo. And these were when the movie was coming out. So Mewtwo was like, you know, one of the center of the movie. Maybe it was whichever the big Pokemon movie that came out. It was like in theaters and everything. So yeah, I have Mewtwo, and this also says 1999. On the back, it's got like kind of like a regular Pokemon card. There's the front, and it just says Pokemon. And then on the back, it's got Mewtwo, and it's got some genetic Pokemon. It was created by a scientist after years of horrific gene splicing and DNA engineering experiments. So he's got DNA, helixi? Yeah, I remember these being a big deal. And I feel like they were probably expensive, which is why I only got two. Let's see. They were definitely Burger King. I remember that. Because like I said, it was like every Friday night, me and my sister and my mom would go to Burger King and get our little kids' meals and see what Pokemon toys we got. And we would go like every week. And there were always like a lot of kids there. So it was a big deal. So here's the back of Togepi. Here's the front. Just says Pokemon. The back. What does it say? Information on Togepi unknown at this time. Okay. Sure. There you go. I actually still have, this was just like something you could get at the store. Like, ooh, KB Toys. Does anyone remember KB Toys? Clearly I bought this at KB Toys. I have a little Mew inside a bouncy ball, which is dirty, so clearly I played with it a lot. Also, this must have also been another KB Toys one. It's a little Psyduck keychain inside a little Pokeball. Little Psyduck. I got a little Chansey. Cute little Chansey, and Chansey turns into a Pokeball. Ka-chow. Doo-doo. It's like, ooh, Pokeball. And then a Chansey. Ah. And then, so this is the last thing. And again, Pokemon was going hard on this. So I might have all of them. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if I have all of them. I found a Betty Spaghetti shoe. There we go. These were the action figures of the characters in the show. So I have Ash, Misty, Brock, plus their little Pokemon friends. I have Jessie and James. I remember Jessie was my favorite because her hair was so sick and beautiful and red and smooth and delicious. So I have all these guys. They have little like stands that you put them on so they can stand up. I have a couple of those. I have a little, so they all have little Pokemon that were like their little sidekicks. I don't super remember whose went with whose. Also pretty sure I have a Pikachu somewhere, but I probably played with that one to death, and so I probably played with Pikachu to death, so it's probably gone. But there's a little Dugong, most likely a Misty. Most likely a Misty friend. Little Rattata. Probably Brock, maybe? Little Arbok, which is definitely Jessie. Little Vaporeon, which is definitely Misty. I think each person came with two. A little Fearow, who I think might have been James. I love Fearow, though. Squirtle was probably Ash. Jigglypuff was... Was Jigglypuff Misty? No. Who had Jigglypuff? I don't remember. Somebody had Jigglypuff. Was it Brock? Did he catch Jigglypuff? Vulpix, which was Brock, right? I think. There's an Ekans. Might have been Jessie. Now I don't remember who's had whose. These guys were, let's see, 1998. So I remember taking the time to collect all of these bad boys. So there's Ash. He's got his hat and his little shirt. And there's Misty, and they got little like holes on the bottom so you can stand them up. Obviously love Misty. She's our queen. Little Brock. And these are like solid too. These are like beefy little toys. There's Brock with his vest. And then Jesse and James. I always remember thinking like Jesse's little slit thing here was pretty scandalous, but I don't remember it being that weird in the show. But they got their fierce boots, their fierce hair. I wish I could remember who went with who. But they all say they're Tomy, so they're all from the same family. And obviously I keep them well protected in this vintage Walmart bag. I have one more thing that I brought back. My Pokemon cards. Legit. I did go through them and I wanted to see if I had anything that was like worth a lot of money. I don't. I think I only have one first edition, which was this Machamp, which apparently like everyone had. It was like this one first edition holo Machamp, which I looked up and it was pretty common, so like it's not worth really anything. I definitely looked up the value of all of these. They're not really worth much, but these are my holos. This is from the movie, the Ancient Mew, Lapras, Entei, Moltres, Nidoqueen, Raichu, Hitmonlee, Machamp, Poliwrath. I don't know. I was pretty excited about them though. And then I have some more movie cards like the Mewtwo. You can see it says like from Pokemon the movie. I think this Pikachu's from the movie. Got some, various others. We never really played the Pokemon card game. We just collected them like a lot of people did. So, let's see. I've got some of these guys. Are you a holo? No. I always remember like the cool 3D art was sick at the time. I have a Dark Dragon there. Oh, that's a first edition, but I also looked that up and that's not worth a lot of money either. Got some of these dudes. I didn't have anything terribly special. Ooh. Yeah, I do have some like Japanese holos that I think we got at some little, I don't know, event or something. And then I've got a lot of things from the movie, like movie cards. It's pretty rad. Some more. I don't think these are just like trainer cards and energies. Oh, there's some like postcards. Eevee and Snorlax. And then this was my totally original, I drew this when I was a kid, Pokemon ripoff comic. I had a whole story and backstory and everything. Like I was trying to do it. Like I was drawing comics and everything. Like I was into it. But this is like but they were called Kojimon. Real original, Liz. I think that's about all the toys that I brought with me. I hope you liked this video. If you want to see more content like this, I don't know, maybe I can dig through other old vintagey stuff. I actually still have a lot of stuff from when I was a kid. I don't know if that interests people. I don't know. I think it's cool. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. Please consider giving this video a thumbs up. Like I said, I'm going to try to maybe do some vlogging in the near future. I actually got a magic key pass to Disneyland, so maybe try to vlog there. Maybe try to do some Disney bounding kind of stuff. So yeah, if you want to see that, stick around, subscribe, hang out. If you have any, like, if this brought back any memories for you and you had some like cool old toys, if you had these toys, let me know in the comments. I really want to know. I want to know like if anyone else had these toys, or yeah. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye, friends.